welcome back to BTF and Dubs. Gozzy, how you doing,
Yo,
bro?
Rone. It's been a hot minute, man.
Hot
Been
minute.
a
This
hot
is
minute.
the hottest minute.
It is. It's you know what I suppose life has just been
It, it
a
does.
horrible sequence of events at the moment.
Like you
So
say, hot minute, but here we are, hoodies, beanies. Fuck, what is this weather,
I know
bro?
it's just this is just absolutely stupid. I can't bring on Friday, man. Bring on Friday with the
Bring on
heat.
Friday.
It's 26 degrees on Friday. Bring it
Oof.
on.
That's gonna be an incredible weekend with Saturday night's main events. That was a good segue right there, man. I like it.
Oh yeah, it is going to be a hot Saturday night's main event.
Hot Saturday night. I like that. But yeah, it's been a hot minute, which means that we have a lot to cover. Obviously, it is the build up to Saturday night's main event and Clash in Italy.
Yep.
So this episode will be recapping this past Friday night's Smackdown
Smack it down.
and
A
Monday Night's
smacky
Raw,
down.
which happened on 18th of May. It's in the thumbnail, so you all should be able to tell. But
Yeah.
in case you can't, there you go. That's what
Just
we're
there,
covering
just
today.
there, just to throw out, just so you know, in
Just so you
case
know.
you don't know how to work a calendar.
Exactly. Then we'll be back with a absolutely monstrous AEW one because
Oh yeah,
we have been keeping up, but it's been a hot
it,
minute. It's been a hot
it's
minute since
it's been a hot
since we
minute.
did an AEW recap. So look out for that on Friday morning. Will probably be when it's uploaded after this 3-hour AEW special.
Yeah,
They're obviously jacking up for Double or Nothing, which is this weekend. So we got a couple of big weeks of wrestling coming up.
yeah, we got some big stuff happening over the next 2 weeks.
But speaking of things that weren't so big, shall we get started? SmackDown.
Yeah, I mean,
It was a
after
SmackDown.
you know what, after a SmackDown that actually proved decent, this was such a letdown. Like it's
Was.
so night and day the contrast that we had within a week.
It was. It was. It was very bland. Not boring by any stretch, but bland. You know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
yeah,
Like
just
stuff happened,
yeah, again, it
but
was just a SmackDown, like you said. It wasn't anything to write home about.
no, nothing really stood out to me. The same stories we knew after Backlash were gonna get told end up getting told.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the main event scene. Main event scene. Listen to me. The main event scene.
You got Kevin Steen on your brain.
Kevin Steen, man, I
We
need him
haven't seen
back.
Kevin. We haven't seen Kevin Steen. That's not a dub, bro. The
That's
guy's taking too long. That is not a dub. The guy's
no,
taking too long
exactly.
to get back.
So he's been gone longer than CM Punk was gone, man. You know, Punk came
Oh,
back. Hulk froze over. Fucking bring the Steamalizer back, my
damn.
dude.
Oh man. But
But yeah,
yeah,
so I mean, I guess we could start from. I think with this SmackDown, we just ran from the top. I mean, we had the hometown of our boy Trick Willie
yeah.
Styles, all them in it,
It was.
and I mean, yes,
Um,
the crowd was hot for him. But then we got more little Yachty, and then
I
the
I know.
Miz.
I liked. You know what? I loved his little bits in the middle where he was obviously bigging up his hometown. I like it when they
That
do
was
that
dope.
sort of thing. It gets the crowd going for the evening. Like if you started off hot like that, get the home crowd's hero in, or the relative superstar that's local to the area type
Sure.
thing. You always build the crowd up better when it's in the beginning rather than in the middle or at the end, because they get agitated when it's at the end. When it's in the middle, you've gone through like this weird phase to get there, and then
Mm,
you literally on the down, like the hype down. So starting it gets him going from the beginning.
yeah.
Loved his little hype up, and I love that we finally got an explanation of how we got lemon pepper steppers.
Yeah, that was it. That was a
That
nice little
was
antidote.
that was a
Anecdote.
nice
That was
little
great.
okay. That's where we get in the lemon
I mean,
pepper stepper from Trick Willie.
it's not where I thought he got them from, but hey, who hasn't dropped a little bit of hot sauce on their boots? You
I
know,
mean,
we've
yeah.
all done it.
Oh man, I mean, like it was cool to like get that
Yeah,
like
exactly.
in a
Yeah,
way,
and I mean,
but
again, the home crowd loves it, especially like he was like saying specific streets in his high school and where he played college and stuff, and they like, I mean, they're all from there, so of course
yeah,
they would
they
check
hype
to
it up.
hear it. It's better than just generic face comes out and says, "Hey, we're here in town,
Yeah,
hooray!" We get
it
it too
was.
much, you know. I mean, every Monday Night Raw, it's like we're here in San Diego. Then they scream, and Punk comes out. It's like, is it good to be in San Diego on a Monday night or what?
Yeah, or
Hooray, you
you
know.
like
So
on a Friday you get Cody Rhodes coming out. So wherever you
yeah,
wanna,
San
what do
Diego.
you
Well,
want to
I keep
talk
saying
about?
San Diego, but you know, wherever this was held. I'm
North
sorry,
Carolina, I think
North
it was.
Carolina. Raw was in North Carolina as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, but to be fair, so was AEW.
So is AEW. I think that's why I'm getting confused and stuff.
No, Raw was as well, but they were all in. All of it was in North Carolina.
North Carolina had a week. God
I
damn.
have a theory that they, even though they're rivaling each other, they still coordinate of where everyone's going to be so that they can maximize exposure and profits.
Probably. I mean, with TKO involved, they're all about the profit, man. It's like, you know, you got TKO and another billionaire on AEW side. Like, hey, if there's money to be made, plus, you know, it's
what WCW used to do. You know, not to detract from what we're saying, but again, another digression. But it's what WCW used to do. They used to go find out where WWE were having their shows, go like the next town over or a couple of towns over, so it's nearby, and they would allow everyone to come in for free because obviously they knew WWE was recording, or you know, they were doing recording shows, pre-tapes. And they were like, "Oh, no one wants to watch that. Come to WCW. We're run by a billionaire who doesn't have to, you know, charge for prices. Come and get him for free. Anyone who comes can be in there." It feels like this is what happens. Like they kind of go, "Okay, well they're going to be there, so we should be there, or we know they're going to be there, so let's go to another town over.
Sure.
Just take part of the market. If you're going to have wrestling fans coming from other places, you may as well get them all in one area. They'll be happy.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, tickets are goddamn expensive anyway, but they'll be happy." So you know what I mean? Like everyone will make a meal of it and make the most of it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. I would do the same thing. It's good for business.
A one smart business strategy I actually like about wrestling.
Yeah,
about pro wrestling, man. It's the one business strategy I'm fine with. It's like cool. I'd rather have A-Dubs and WWE here in August or whatever it is, so I don't have to go into London 3 different times, like 3 different months. I'd rather just go in one period and be like, hey, I'll buy a weekend, stay in London.
Yeah,
done.
You know, AEW All In on a Sunday, Monday Night Raw.
Why not?
Both in London, both at Wembley Stadium. Let's do it.
Why not? I'd be done with it. I'd be happy.
I'd be absolutely down with that.
But yeah, we had Trick Willie doing
we had Trick Willie's mom in the building as well. That was also nice to see.
Hello, Mama.
Mama Trick. I don't know if we can call her that.
We can't say Mama Willie. That's gonna be weird.
But that's somehow worse. That is somehow worse.
I know. But you know, like you say, you had The Miz and Kit Wilson come out.
Yeah, a little bit of slam poetry. Look, there wasn't much to go on here. They need to give filler stuff, I guess. I mean, it's good for Trick. They got a match out of it. Everyone loves to boo The Miz and Kit Wilson, so it makes sense to do that.
Loved a bit of Kit Willie.
Kit Willie.
As from the slam poetry.
Yeah. Little Yachty slam poetry was not good.
Yeah, because I think he forgot what he was saying in the beginning.
Did.
He started and then he stopped and he was like, what? I forgot. And then he started again.
Yeah.
People didn't really care, but he did.
I didn't either, but I did notice it, and I was always going to bring it up during this because I was like, okay, but it happens. I mean,
it always happens.
It always happens. So it really wasn't that big a deal.
That's what happens when it goes live.
That's true. Yeah, it's live to me, and he did recover very well.
It's like he sort of stepped back and was like, okay, cool. No,
yeah, I'll take
I'm a rapper. I can get away with this.
Yeah. And I like the fact that he did. He took his time. He didn't panic and like try and say something. He was like, hold up, I forgot. Wait. I've got it back. So good for him. And he brought back Tiny Balls, which, you know, I didn't miss that. I didn't think it was that funny when they started with The Miz.
Yeah.
Whether it be true or not, you know, it doesn't matter. It's very low hanging fruit, so they say.
Not taking that.
But yeah, so I mean, it was a fun opening. It was you know, very like, you know, for Trick it was great. Obviously, The Miz is The Miz. That dude does the same thing all the time. He's really good at it. Kit Wilson's getting a lot of exposure, which is great. I'd like to see that. And then we got a decent match out of them. Nothing to write home about.
Yeah, and again, you got Trick Williams getting comfortable, one in front of a crowd as always, like a bigger crowd as always, and two with another vet. You know, he's gone from Sammy. If he's gone from Sammy to The Miz now, 2 vets in the ring who can help carry it, make him look like $1 million.
Exactly.
Sammy and The Miz are 2 people you'd want.
Sure, 100%.
They work like crazy. They sell like crazy. They know exactly what to do. They can call a spot on the fly. Go for it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like I say, nothing to write home about, but it was it was good to see, like you say, the exposure for the specific stars, which was really good to see.
100%.
I
I
think
mean,
I think you've now separated in a way the Miz and Kate Wilson from the Danhausen thing, so you can get away from that.
yeah,
Maybe they come back to it, but at least we got the split away from it rather than forcing more of it on us, and then you
sure.
just get bored with it. It happened at Saturday Night's main event, done, awesome. I mean, at sorry, Backlash, but it's done, all sorted now.
Yeah,
Cool,
it's
move
all
on with
good.
it.
I agree. And I mean, that brings up a good point, actually, is they did start to separate Sammy from this because he obviously, right after that, has interaction with Nick Aldis.
Yep.
And he did his schlep. He did his schlep again. Like, I haven't been myself, yada, yada, yada. His very subtle heel turn. It's like, I want another shot. Nick Aldis was like, no,
No.
no.
Why? What's the
Why?
point?
Yeah,
Why?
you've lost. How many times have you
You
lost
lost the
now?
title. You lost your rematch.
Yeah,
Back of the line, buddy.
back of the line. But so I did like that. Well done, Nick Aldis. Not a
Yeah.
terrible GM. But and this is why I bring it because it was like next within the sequence of the show itself. We had another interaction between Sammy and Ray Phoenix. Um, and obviously Ray Phoenix has been doing like apparently like really good stuff on AAA, which is good for
Yeah.
him, but it sucks for us because we need more Ray Phoenix in our lives. Let's be real. But Ray Phoenix obviously saying, "I don't even recognize you, Sammy," which is them's fighting words as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. You know what? It would be a good match to see. And again, even if they just run it over a couple of weeks or whatever it
I would
is,
love that.
I'd love to see that. It's
Yeah.
two guys who obviously brilliant in the ring, great respect for the business, great respect for each other. They could put on a show and put on a really good story in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, you could help elevate Ray Phoenix there because if Sammy's going to go
Absolutely.
heel, you could easily have Phoenix go over Sammy. He's got a big win over a former like United States and Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
Underdog Sammy has more heel stuff to work on after that. So I would just love to see it. I mean, I love Sammy. I love Ray Phoenix, and
yeah.
because he's on AAA, and I've just don't watch a lot of it, we don't get to see just how good Ray Phoenix is. And this will also put him in that realm of the US Championship if he beats Sammy, because then he has a bigger claim.
Yeah, he's beaten a two-time US champion.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna jump a little bit around here real quick because obviously we have Carmelo Hayes back on TV, which was great to see.
Yeah,
So
I
he's
love
gonna be
that.
circling.
Yeah, I loved seeing that. Again, Carmelo, like again, we had him with go up against Ricky Saints, and
Was
I'm all
match.
for it.
Was
The match was alright, but I'm all for seeing them talk because again, Ricky Saints on the mic can be pure gold.
Sure.
And we know Melo is obviously
he's great on the mic as well. If you give him time, he gets there and he's good.
He's great, and their little interaction was great. Again, I was expecting more from the match.
Yeah, it wasn't bad by any stretch.
No.
But it was like, I mean, I expected like, so, again, just to sort of like throw it in there. If you watch a match like a Darby Allin and a Kevin Knight, and I'm not expecting Ricky Saints and Carmelo Hayes to get to that because it's not not a championship match or anything. But they're similar sized guys. They're both very athletic and they throw themselves around. Whereas obviously WWE is a lot more of the safer style. So it lacked that pace and energy that I think if you gave them that, because we know how Carmelo can move and we know Ricky Saints can go. I just was hoping for more of that sort of high octane kind of match, and this one was just seemed like more of a safer one.
I was worried in the beginning because it looked like they were trying to do spots, and they did it like there was a bit of flip flop. They were pushing and whatever, and they kind of looked like they missed a lot of their spots. So I was really worried in the beginning, but they got it back, which was great. But it was just very.
I think it was probably just like nerves, maybe,
Yeah, it was very concerning for me because I thought, oh, this is going to ruin it. But they actually they did pull it back, and it worked.
So yeah, again,
for the match, what it was, it worked.
Not a bad match by any stretch, but a very WWE match.
Yeah,
if I could say it like that.
Again, nothing to write home about. I was expecting better. Like I was expecting something that we could talk about more. But
yeah, like a big spot or like like a different outcome, I guess maybe.
Yeah,
because I think wasn't. I'm surprised Ricky lost. I will say that.
I will say that as well. But I do like the whole thing of he tried to cheat to win by putting his feet on the ropes, and then they made Carmelo do it because then you kind of throw like in that sly skullduggery that Melo has that he only resorts to when he
when he
he
has to.
knows he
Yeah,
has
like
to, or he gets the opportunity and he just knows it's
yeah,
a way for him to get the in on it.
he's not afraid to cheat to win, which I do
Yes,
like.
but he
You know,
doesn't do it all the time.
yeah, he doesn't rely on it.
Yes, that's the word.
Yeah,
Whereas for someone like Ricky Sainz, it's kind of like you can
it's
see
his
that
go-to.
it's his thing.
He's
Like
a
he is
sly
that
ball. He
cocky
does that.
arrogance. This is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, for sure, for
So
sure. But I was surprised considering like that means Ricky's on like what a three match
2-1.
2 match losing streak now.
Oh, no, yeah, 2-1 because he won against Matt Cardona.
That doesn't count.
Okay,
It's
so
not
the
Cardona.
two match
I
losing
told,
streak, and we ain't counted in Matt
I'm
Cardona.
pretty sure I told you on the last one. It doesn't count back Cardona. He's the king of the indies. This is the WWE. It doesn't count. It's not the same thing. Just call him Zack Ryder while he's on WWE, then it'll count. You know what I mean?
I mean, they
But
still call the move the Rough Rider.
he does, which also, but I mean, can you call it the Cardonas?
Yeah, you could do that.
You know,
It's
it's got a
almost
lot
like
of
a
tools.
famouser, so it's
Yeah, it's a
almost
bit of like a
you could
famous
call it a Cardona ass.
Cardenas, yeah, because it's called the Fame Asa.
Yeah.
I mean, it used to be. I know it's called the Famous now because PG, but whatever. Anyway, we digress once more. Get
As
not,
always.
but just to jump back. So now we have Ricky, who's definitely going to be in the US title scene. Very much like all ego with the Intercontinental stuff on Raw.
Yep.
Carmelo's back in, which is great to see. Ilya's going to come back at some stage. You still got Sammy there, and I have a bit of Ray Phoenix. But getting back to Sammy, I like this little tiny story that they're telling where him being down on himself is
Yep.
kind of low-key, very much motivating Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, no, and that's what
It's
I like
great.
that as well. Like trying to motivate him, and you got a little interaction with Candace as well, and she's just like, "No, this is him. That's it."
Yeah, and the fact that Sammy doesn't realize that his little speeches are motivating Johnny is that.
In a
See,
way,
that
yeah,
to me is comedy gold. I'm like, that's hilarious because
that's
he's trying to
it's
help
the better
himself
side
out,
of
but
it.
it's
Yeah,
not really working. But it is working for Johnny, which is
yeah.
awesome.
It's like it's somehow hitting Johnny here. It's hitting him here
Yeah,
in a
right
little
here.
way because he keeps perking little perks. He has
Little
these
perks.
little perks,
Yeah.
and then he's back down.
The one that, I mean, still the funniest one was when he sat up during the gingerbread man's wake,
Yeah,
you know,
yes.
and then no one saw it. And he's like, "No, you got it. No, 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 you didn't. No one
No,
saw it,
no,
so it
no.
doesn't happen." And he keeps perking. So I think we might have a little return for Johnny Wrestling at some stage, thanks to Sami Zayn, which is going to be great. I think that because those two together will be comedy gold for sure.
Yeah, that could be great. Actually, I'd love to see them work together if he's looking for something.
Yeah, I could see them doing like a Chad Gable, Sami Zayn thing, you know, where Sammy can't get the win, but nah, Johnny's like gonna be his like the mold. He's gonna get
Yeah.
Johnny back, you know,
Yes.
and that's how he gets his ride or dies back on his side, and like you know he's actually a real good guy, and then Johnny might do it, and then
Yeah.
Sammy's gonna be real pissed about that and turn fully heel. Because that's all
Which
we're
would be
really
good.
love for. I love
Yeah.
that story. I would
I
really
just
love that story.
we really need this full Sammy turn, and it's taking a while,
Which
which it should
can
really. For
yeah
him, it
for
should
the
because he's
whole
been
history of
so
it. Yeah,
much of like a baby face for so long, and the fans have always been behind him.
yeah, you can't do it super
It's
fast.
very it's organic when it happens like that. You can't just force it on the people because then
Sure.
they'll hate it. They won't develop to hate him. They'll just hate the situation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like this isn't a case of well, just have Sammy go in there and kick someone in the dick. No, he's a bad
Yes.
guy.
No, no,
Can't do that. No, no, no.
no. It won't
I
work.
mean, look, I wouldn't mind if they hurried it up a little bit,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
them drawing
It
it
needs
out
like
now with a few extra like side stories with Ray Phoenix and Johnny, fine, cool. As long as you keep doing that and keep introducing a few extra little bits here and there, I'm cool with it.
it's like they're stuck in first gear, and all they need to do is literally because they're over revving it, just shove it into third
Yeah,
and just pick it up a little bit.
just a bit, just scotch.
Yeah, yeah. Just need to stop picking it up to the speed limits. We don't need to be revving the nuts off of this thing.
Exactly. So I mean, yeah, the Ricky Sainz Carmelo match was good, but all the stories again involving it, much like the Intercontinental side, is those are very interesting right now. So
Yeah.
I really like that.
The small
Then
bits.
we got another generic Brie Bella and Paige versus Julia and Kiana James match. Not for the titles. So
Yeah. So again, I kind of know this. I was going to point this out when we got to Raw, but I'll point it out now. This is doing nothing for Paige.
no.
She was such a crowd favorite 10 years ago, whatever it is, when she left, and you know everyone loved her, and she wrestled on AEW it's like they're just sort of putting her through the motions when they don't need to do that. She was cleared to wrestle in AEW. She was doing matches properly there,
Yeah.
taking bumps. Now it's kind of like they're protecting her still, which I can understand, but at the same time, it's doing nothing for her credibility. And
No, and I mean,
it's like almost burying her. She's not a tag team star.
no, and I don't like and we
I'm not
touched
a
on
fan of
we
this.
yeah, and we touched on it a little bit last time as well with the whole they're saying, oh, she's like the old guard with Brie Bella, and like, I mean, you can tell that sort of story, but I'm pretty sure Paige is still younger than like a lot of the other wrestlers
She's younger than
she's like,
us,
yeah, she's
by the
younger.
way.
She's like 33. She's crazy. Like, we're not old, everybody, but
Yeah.
you
We're,
know,
we're in our mid-30s, but I'm just
but
saying
she's
it's
younger than we
younger
are.
than us.
So I don't understand this. Just because she's been wrestling since she was 16 doesn't mean, oh, she's
13,
too old
man.
to
She had
go.
her first match at 13.
That's what I'm saying. You know, that's like crazy.
Yeah.
That's some crazy stuff. So putting her with Brie Bella,
It's it
and
works, just doesn't work.
if all you're doing is trying to draw it out until Nikki comes back, then why did you put the title on her? I
And
don't get that.
the reason I say this is when they came out,
Crickets.
there was nothing
Was
because
crickets.
Paige is supposed to be this icon. She came back at WrestleMania. People wanted her for so long. She got a pop at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Since then, it's been dead ass. The crowd only reacts when she starts shouting, and the fact that you can hear her shouting
Yeah.
is a bad sign
That's
because it
terrible
means the
sign.
crowd is not interested
Yeah. I
at
mean,
all.
it doesn't help that she comes out after Brie, so you have to go through that fucking Brie. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
I
and
roll
it's
my eyes so much when I hear that. I'm like, well, at least I know who's coming out with this terrible
yeah,
music, which but
it is,
not in a good way. And then you hear the shriek, the Page shriek.
yeah.
I just don't like it. And the match itself was mid. I mean, it was dull. It was a
Was yeah.
little.
I again, it's just I'm finding this whole thing boring. I think I need to just separate that from it now.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
if
the most interesting thing that happened was after the match, where you saw Julia and Kiana backstage arguing over it.
yeah, it looks like it's the implosion that we're all waiting for.
Which again, they're also just taking their sweet time on doing this. I understand why. If I had to
Yeah,
guess, it's probably a contract then,
yeah.
because I don't know what you're gonna do with Julia and Kiana after they split up. I can see them pushing Kiana. I think they have a little bit more stock in Kiana right now, which is crazy to
Yeah,
think.
but
No,
I'm
no disrespect to Kiana. Obviously, she's really
oh
good.
no, God no. Yeah,
But
God no. But I also then would probably be more interested in actually removing her from SmackDown entirely and throwing her on Raw.
Julia on Raw.
No. Well, I
Kiana.
could see Julia doing that with Steph, but I'd rather throw Kiana on Raw and then maybe bring Steph over to SmackDown, and you can have so if she's going to go for the women's title there, you can still keep Julia on SmackDown.
Well, I would think you would probably
In a
put
way.
Julia on Raw because Oscar's still technically on Raw, and then we obviously chatted about maybe that whole mentor-mentee thing coming in for Julia a little bit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
again, this is one of those ones where I'm not entirely sure where they could go with it because you haven't done enough with either Kiana or Julia to do that. And
Yeah,
with
that's
Steph
true.
being off TV for as long as she has, I assume because Liv doesn't have anyone to fight, and they still got beef. When she comes back, she would be on Raw to go after Liv's title. But I don't know.
Yeah.
That's for another day.
Whatever it
Um,
is, yeah. But
but yeah, we
yeah,
saw them. So we saw them arguing backstage, and they're gonna break up. And oh no, I'm horrified
yeah.
at this shocking
But then you have
revelation.
a look at, but then you have the converse of that again when you saw the Tiffany interaction with Chelsea backstage.
Which was
It's
great.
almost gold. It's like gold
Yeah,
because
I can see that.
Tiffany is just like, no, I don't need this, and Chelsea is trying so hard to insert herself. You got rid of the Secret Service, so now Chelsea is literally like trying to find a way to get in there somewhere.
Yeah, which is great, and that's Chelsea's wheelhouse as her character. It's
Yeah, and
so good,
she is great comedy.
genuinely
Like
great comedy.
but it's natural. It's natural. It's easy for her. It's not
Yeah,
like forced anything.
and I mean it's getting cheered every time she's on that TV screen.
Yeah,
The crowd erupts, and they're like, yeah, for Chelsea, and everyone loves Tiffy. Say what you
yeah,
want, everyone loves
yeah,
Tiffy. I love Tiffy. We all really like Tiffy. So putting them together is awesome. I love that so much. I
yeah. It
think that's a
worked.
great idea. But then my only issue with that is, cool. Are you gonna make them another tag team, another non-tag team, force these two singles wrestlers together tag team.
We could again. I think it's more about. I feel like Chelsea's trying to do it to get close to Tiffany, so you can have this whole thing of she could be the one who flips the switch and tries to take the title back from Tiffany.
Yeah, and I would
Like
assume that's where they're going.
she's trying to weasel her way in to be her good friend.
Yeah, and
so that
I mean,
she can then take the title back at some
sure.
point.
And they tell that story a lot, which I understand completely as to why. I'm
Yes.
just saying we've
But
done that so much lately
and
in like the past year.
That's the way I see it
Yeah.
happening, and that's my again.
I don't know. I think they might swerve
Could
us.
go both ways.
I think they might go the other way there. I think they might have that exact thing happen where they try and Chelsea tries to weasel away in to get the title, but actually becomes actual friends with Tiff. And then they do become.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun. And I know it might be reminiscent of all. I could say it's reminiscent of it, but it happened well over 30 years ago. But like you throw into people like she wants to be her friend, and then they sort of put them in tag matches together, and then you've got Tiffy, who's the US champion, and then all of a sudden they go, okay, well, we're going to compete against so and so for the women's tag team titles, and then by hook or crook they win it, and they're forced to be tag champions together, even though they're like not really friends, but they're friends in a way.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like they've just told that story so many times. They did it with Priest and Truth. They've done it with Lexa Bliss and Charlotte.
Yeah.
Like recently. So I don't want to see it, but I can see them doing both.
Yeah, but they keep going back to the well for it. So that's what I'm saying. That's one story that I see happening.
Yeah, for sure.
God loves it anyway. Yeah. So
and I mean, look, more Chelsea Green on my TV. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's back from injury like real soon, because I know she's been on the shelf for quite a while. I'm glad they kept her on TV throughout all of it, because it is good.
Yeah, I think they're obviously trying to make sure that she's 100% with her foot.
Yeah, before they bring her back.
Yeah. So, like you say, keep it irrelevant, but it is there.
Exactly. Then after that, we got the contract signing, kind of, which blew. It was
an impromptu. Where the hell did that come from?
Yeah.
Force of contract signing.
Cool.
Which could have. It started out horrible.
Yes.
It was. And the saving grace was not Powerhouse Hobbs.
Thank you. I agree. As soon as he walked out, I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, Swerve!"
It was dreadful. Yes, it was a dreadful. The whole thing was dreadful. I was watching through gritted teeth, going, "This is
shaking my head. I'm like, I can't believe we're still doing
ridiculous. I can't believe this is happening." And Gunther playing his, oh, you've ever played your cards, whatever.
I'm this.
Blah blah blah. The not Powerhouse Hobbs coming out. I was like, oh,
shit, I was praying that he got his name on that thing. I would have jumped through the TV.
That I was all for it. I was like, oh, okay, this I can get on board with.
Hell yeah.
Fuck over Gunther, and then get Royce in at
for a championship match.
And cash in Italy. That would have swerved so many people. And I'd have been so much more interested in that.
100%, dude. 100%. That's all I wanted. As soon as his music hit and he came out, I was like, I'm sold. Do it right now.
I was like, yeah, that's great.
And then I will have Gunther versus Royce Keys, not Powerhouse Hobbs, at SummerSlam. Dope. I'm down for that. And then they didn't do that. And then we had a sick match between Royce Keys and Gunther. That was, they beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
That was rough. Not in the sense it was a rough match. It was just like these dudes, like they were leathering each other.
The starts where they were just bumping, bash, not going down, and Gunther trying so hard to get Keys down, and you're like, Gunther, you can see he's met a match. Like it's not a simple thing. Keys is not going to go down.
Man, and again, that was a good match. Like that was one of my favorite matches of the night.
My highlight of it was when Gunther tried like 3 times with the shoulder charge, and then Keys just stood there and he did the pec flex, and I was like, that's arrogance.
I got you.
That's good arrogance.
Yeah, that's good arrogance. Like, okay, cool.
That's like, no, you're gonna have to try everything in your wheelhouse to get me down.
And he did have to. He did end up winning in the end, Gunther.
Yeah,
but
he struggled against him. Gunther struggled against him, and that could be a future. Again, it could be a future match.
Yeah, and again, we did have Solo get involved in the match as well, which is a bit of a save for not Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah.
Because he did get distracted. So you could say, well, if it wasn't for Solo, so I wouldn't. It was a clean win for Gunther in that sense, but not like a super duper clean win where it's like, okay, well now you're go back to it. You don't belong in this realm. So I don't like the Solo stuff with Royce Keys. I think that's also been going on for far too long. There's too many. Solo gets. I saw something online the other day that Solo has gotten
Has had
more
the most
TV
minutes.
time. Yeah, than
Yeah.
anyone else for like the past 3 months or something stupid like
Yeah.
that. And I'm like, I get it because the MFTs have been so prominent within SmackDown,
But we don't need it.
but we don't need him with everything. You know,
No.
he's not Don Callis. He's not
No.
got the Don Callis family, you know, where there's about 18 members. So I
He's a,
understand
he
why
is,
he's on
and he is a
TV.
wrestler. He is not
Yeah,
a manager. He is a wrestler.
exactly. So, I mean, again, not Powerhouse Hobbs did definitely save a
And you
bit
know
of
what?
face there, but also you kind of look like a dumbass because you focused on Solo too much.
Yeah, he
But
did, and it kind
they
of
all
ruined
do
the
that.
momentum that he had because that's how Gunther eventually beat him, like just taking advantage of that.
Yeah.
But, and I've noticed it as well. I think Gunther does his best work when he works with big men.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, yeah. He's like kind of the opposite of like a Brock Lesnar in that sense. Like his best work is with the bigger dudes, whereas Brock like makes like little guys look insane, and he always looks great with
Yeah.
it. You know.
Yes.
But yeah. So I mean, again, it was just an awesome match between Gunther
Oh, it was
and
great.
Royce
And then
Keys.
you
Loved it.
had obviously Cody doing the Gunther thing where he snuck up on him and hit him the crossroads and whatever. Like,
Whatever.
but it's like it's almost like the thing of, okay, you're gonna do it, but you got to be prepared that I'm gonna do it. It's the one little aspect that I did like, in the sense of Cody not just coming out to music and going, "Oh, come," or
Yeah,
whatever.
I get you.
The fact that he did the sneaky thing, because he's always everyone's got to be aware, because Gunther, all he does now is come out the crowd.
Yeah, true. Very
So
true.
the fact that Cody came out from the crowd or whatever it is, and he hit him with the crossroads and whatever, it's almost like you're saying to Gunther, you're planting that seed in his mind, like, it's not just you doing it. You have to be ready for me.
Yeah, that's true. That's
So
also
I
true.
like that little bit. It puts that doubt in Gunther's mind. So now if Gunther comes out, he's got to be sort of wondering
Yeah,
where
head
it's
on a
going to happen.
swivel for sure.
Yeah, rather than him having the jump. So it was a little thing that I did like about that.
Fair enough.
It's
I'm
again,
just kind of over the whole Cody Rhodes thing, to be
yeah,
honest. I wonder if I say that every single week. I'm pretty sure I do, twice a week.
probably do. And
But
then
speaking of Solo, we had the MFTs go up against Damien. Well, no, Tala Tonga went up against Damian Priest.
Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga was the week
Oh, it was
before.
Tama Tonga.
This week was
Yes, of
Tama
course.
Tonga.
Yeah. Solid match. Not much to write home about there, to be perfectly honest. It's a good match. It was solid. No.
Yeah, and again, it
no
just set up
complaints.
the whole thing for the MFTs to come out and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. Also,
You didn't get R-Truth coming out this time.
no, but we did have Nakamura. He got put
we
through
got
a table.
Nakamura. He got absolutely smashed by Tala Tonga for some reason. I don't.
That's because him and Tonga, Tama Tonga, have history from New Japan, which is cool.
Yeah. Fine. But stop alluding to it and then going nowhere with it.
Like,
and going nowhere with it.
Yeah, explain to us why Nakamura cares so much. Like, give him a promo. Like, now that he's been put through a table, have him sit in the back like he does with his promos now, with the subtitle. Be like, Tama, the reason I'm trying to is because we got far back in New Japan. Have a few highlights if you can get the rights from New Japan about that, right?
Yeah.
And then explain to us why we should care. Because if you don't watch New Japan, you're not going to notice.
No, this is just literally like, what the hell is Shinsuke doing? If you don't know this backstory, it's literally going, why
Shinsuke?
They clearly know each other from an external company.
Yeah, but Shinsuke hasn't been on TV enough for us to give a rat's ass about him right now.
Or anything.
You know what I mean? For anything. So, again, this is why this episode of SmackDown is pretty bland, because it's all these same stories they're telling, but they're still telling them at the same pace with no third gear, no second or third gear. You know, like let's motor through them. You know, we're on the road to WrestleMania as far as I'm concerned, because you've told us about one in 2028. So how about you speed up a few of these stories so we can get to the good ones? You know what I mean? So yeah, not much to write home about with that. To be perfectly honest, we'll see where it goes, I guess.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, so we did have Danhausen experimenting with some more of his cloning equipment.
So again, obviously we watch stuff we see from others, taking from what other.
I Are you alluding to what I think you're alluding to?
Yeah, we could have Baronhausen,
You mean Frankenhausen?
Frankenhausen, yeah,
Frankenhausen. Yeah, there is.
as Baron Corbin coming back and being it or whatever it is.
There
Like,
are rumors, and if
I'm not,
that's the
to be
case,
honest with you, I'm not
I don't
opposed to
hate
it
it.
because I always thought I loved Baron Corbin when he had his end of days, dark character.
Yeah, the lone wolf.
But when he became a comedic character, he did better work. It sounds
Bum ass
bizarre.
Corbin. Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Even the whole Happy Corbin thing.
Happy Corbin was better than General Manager Corbin because that was
Yes,
terrible.
that
That was
was
bad.
awful.
That was
But like
dreadful.
he's good at doing some stupid schlock.
Yes.
If
Yeah,
that makes sense.
he is funny.
And he could work quite well with Danhausen.
Yeah,
I think
as Dan Halvin's like heavy lurch, call him
yeah,
lurch character, sure. I
yeah.
can see it, I can, but Baron Corbin, not on my bingo card
No,
for 2026.
not on. I don't think on anyone's, but
I
I'd
wouldn't be
be
opposed to it.
interested. I'm not opposed to it. I'd be interested to see where it goes, but don't give us more. As much as fun as it is, don't give us more Minihausen.
Yeah, that's a
As fun
special.
as it
That's a
was,
special attraction thing.
yeah,
Okay,
that's like give it to us in 6 months when no one's expecting it.
exactly. But if you keep doing like the mini
With
clones,
with
then it's
yeah,
because you've already done it twice now. You've done it at WrestleMania and you've done it now at Backlash. It's already
done. You
done.
don't need to do it. Give it to me 6 months time or
Yeah.
whatever it is at SummerSlam or whatever. Like just or in August or something. I'm fine with that. Just
Yeah.
give it some time between the mini houses.
Exactly. Stop ruining everything we think is funny. We liked it. You don't have to shove it down our throats. We get it.
Yeah.
I feel you. I'm 100% with you on that.
The only other thing really was the Sholix and the baddies, which has obviously led to what we're getting at Saturday night's main event.
Yeah. So no Rhea Ripley this week. So again, we got like a little bit of an argy-bargy between Charlotte and Alexa after that, saying like, well, Charlotte was all, I show up when Rhea needed help. Where was she this week? And I'm like, I don't care. I just don't care. Why is Rhea as champion dealing with this? Why did she get involved in another tag team turmoil sort of situation? I like the fact that you have Jade come back with the baddies, and now they got JC Jane and her fatal influence. You've got these two bad trios that you could do a lot of stuff with, but no, let's insert Rhea Ripley into this. She's the champion. Give her a real challenge. I don't understand.
Yeah, it makes it's just I like that I do like that they're trying to get all of the talent on, but again, you're just throwing shit at the wall, seeing what sticks.
Yeah, and if you're trying to get like a situation where you have Jade, because she has her baddies with her, right?
Yeah.
And now Rhea has to go up against Jade, and at least she has a bit of backup with Alexa and Charlotte. I guess fine, it makes sense because then it's a 3-on-3 situation. But again,
let's not kid ourselves. We're getting Fatal Influence intervene in this match at Saturday night's main event.
We know this is going to happen because that's where it's been leading up.
We're getting that. You can't not allude to all of this and not have them show up at Saturday night's main event. You can't just have Rhea and Charlexa versus Jade and her baddies.
Yeah, it'll do absolutely nothing for anybody in that situation, like at
no.
all.
And like, them coming out, even them just coming out, brings heat.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but and again,
and it's like, don't forget about us. We're new here, but don't forget about us. We want to be on these cards. We need to be on a Saturday night's main event.
Which is
we
fine.
need to be at Clash in Italy or whatever it is.
But have them get more involved. I don't want them just like coming out and like standing by the ring.
Yeah.
And being a distraction. They were getting major heat by beating up Rhea Ripley and Charlexa. Do more of that. Have JC Jane go up against Jade Cargill and have those trios fight each other. I like that a lot because who's the more dominant bad people?
It's
Who
a
the shit out of all
set
that?
of trios.
Rather
than this forced thing with Rhea Ripley into.
Yeah, exactly. Then you free up Rhea to actually have a few like title defenses and some matches, and like because she's a great wrestler.
She is.
Everyone loves her, but you want to shoehorn it into a trios thing because you have too many trios now. Like I don't, it's dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm stumbling over my words because I just can't fathom how stupid this is right now.
I know it's getting too much, and I've had the same thought watching a lot of. Now I'm getting to watch a lot of AEW. Even if she wins it, I don't care. But the amount of title defenses on WWE that you don't get is ridiculous compared to the amount that you do get on AEW. And I'm not alluding to Darby Allin's open challenge for the AEW championship. I'm not, but you get like at least every second week you'll get Kevin Knight defending his the TNT championship or whatever, and you'll have every collision. You'll have the Divine Dominion defending their women's tag. That's the only thing actually in WWE right now is the women's tag titles are being defended the most, and they are the most
irrelevant.
They are the most irrelevant titles. You're right.
Yeah,
but they're the ones being defended the most.
Yeah, against no one. Not like
and I don't mind that it's being defended, but you're not putting on anything for it. It's literally.
Yeah. They are the most useless titles ever. To be perfectly real, they just because WWE have never built those things up. Maybe when Bayley and Sasha held them, and then they elevated it to a level where it's like, oh, these are two titles that we as female wrestlers we want to have.
Yeah,
but it hasn't been at that level for a very long time, right? What were they saying? On Raw, if Raquel won it, she would have won the women's tag team titles the same amount of times as Asuka. That's crazy to me.
Yeah,
like that is insane to me. That's the case. Anyway, we digress some more.
Again,
I mean, Charlotte and Alexa actually won that match via DQ. But again, who didn't see that coming?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was just a way for them to win. But I mean, again, you had Alexa. Why do they protect Charlotte and let Alexa eat a lot of everything? She just gets her ass handed to her. Finally gets like the hot tag. I'd rather have a hot tag with Alexa than consistently see a hot tag for Charlotte.
Yeah, it's just that like no one pops for Charlotte when she gets the hot tag either.
No. She's doing, don't get me wrong, she's doing great work.
Yeah.
As like a member of this tag team, but backstage, really, like
her in the ring, it's great.
She's the way she's chopping up with small comments or like little things that she does to insinuate that she doesn't need Rhea or whatever it is, or like the small little.
Great storytelling, great storyboarding.
But I don't need to keep seeing her have the hot tag in the ring.
No, to save Alexa, who's clearly like the weaker of the two. When like,
no,
we don't.
I don't need that.
I don't need it. I knew it would happen. Called that
shit. Yeah.
And I hate the fact that this time I was right, and I love being right. That's like one of my favorite things. Who doesn't love being right? But again, I'm just kind of over it. And like you were gonna hand like Alexa had I think BFAB.
Yeah.
In the Sister Abigail before the.
Yeah.
For the disqualification, so they did win.
Yeah.
And at least Alexa didn't eat a pin this week, but they didn't win either properly. It wasn't a clean one. So it's all that. And then obviously you had the face-off between Jade and Charlotte. So I guess they're going to run with that at some stage, which again, wouldn't mind seeing that either. I mean, Charlotte's also just one of the best female wrestlers on the roster. And Jade showed out at WrestleMania. Let's not forget, she had a
banger of it. That was we said it. We said that that was her best match in WWE to date.
By far. So I mean, that match between the two would be great. I think that would be a really, really good match. I'd like to see. And again, I don't mind that at all. You could definitely have Charlotte and Jade, but then free Rhea up. It's not that difficult. There are a lot of women on that roster she could face until SummerSlam, or just have something to build up to. Because again, Rhea is the champ, right? I'm not losing my mind over this. She is champ, correct?
Yeah. I think so. Yes,
she's SmackDown Women's Champ. Liv is Raw Women's Champion. Neither of them are defending their titles against anybody right now.
But it's weird, and I was thinking about it. It's because every single women wrestler, looking at it, is shoehorned into a tag team apart from the two champions themselves. Jade, you can say, is an individual, but because she's got her baddies, she feels like she's being shoehorned into a faction.
Well, she
Because
is,
she's got no title, so it feels like she could just be involved there in a trios type of way, but she's not going really after Rhea. She attacked her when she came back, but she's not really doing anything.
Yeah.
On Raw, so because Tiffany's got the US title, Chelsea's trying to align herself with that. You've got Jade and her baddies. You've got Fatal Influence for her trios, but there's no incident. There's been no insinuation of JC Jane going after the women's title.
Yeah.
You've got the Irresistible Forces. You've got Paige and Brie. You've got Raquel and Roxanne. You've got Bailey and Lyra. Every single one of them is in some kind of group or tag team.
Yeah.
You don't have any individuals to go after the titles, so they're not defending them.
And the individuals you do have are like your Io Skies and your Sol Rukas, who are busy going after the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, they're going after the mid-card stuff.
So that's what I'm saying. What are we doing here? How is it that we, like, you've overstacked May? You have Backlash, Saturday Night's main event, and Clash in Italy, and neither Liv nor Rhea Ripley have any title defenses for these last two.
And these are your two most prestigious women's championships.
Explain to me, guys.
Maybe
I'm missing something. Maybe I haven't been watching wrestling for the past 40 years.
But you're stacking Clash in Italy with both men's titles matches.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
And you're having, okay, again, I think Gunther wins it, and we'll get to it. I think Gunther wins it. I think he has this whole European hometown advantage, and he wins. And I saw another thing as well, and I suppose it's a good segue to get into Raw.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just getting up my notes.
The tribal combat match in the Clash in Italy. Okay. Let's not beat around the bush. It's a no DQ match. That's it. There's nothing that states that it's tribal combat at all. It's just called tribal combat. It's another way of saying no disqualification,
or no holds barred, or
street fight, whatever you want to do it.
It's a no DQ match.
Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah,
it's a no DQ match.
Yeah, it's gonna be run-in central. That's all it's gonna be. Ref bump central as well.
Yeah, for as LA Knight like to put it, the Ufalafa.
But Ufalafa, that was hilarious.
But I don't think that Roman loses the tribal combat because we've had, I don't know.
Well, Roman's never lost one, first of all. And the reason he's never lost one is because every time there's been tribal combat, he's had his boys come in and save his ass.
Exactly.
So it's going to happen again.
But if it does, and again, as it does happen, because Jacob's got no one to look out for him, and Roman still has technically the bloodline in Jimmy and Jay. But I did see it that there's talks that they want to have Gunther versus Roman at Clash of Champions. So this is why I think Gunther wins it in Clash in Italy. I'm not opposed to it, one, because it's technically the hometown advantage when you look at European standing.
Sure.
And two, we can probably finally get Cody Rhodes to take a break. I hope Gunther bashes him and beats him so much that you just get Cody Rhodes off screen for like 6 weeks.
Yeah, because we don't even gone forever.
Just give him time. He needs to relax. Like, I don't need to be oversaturated. He's a good wrestler and he can hold a match. But it's been like 4 years of Cody Rhodes.
At the top of the card.
Give him a break, man. You're going to end up turning him into what Roman Reigns was 10 years ago, where no one wanted to see him.
Yeah,
you pushed him to be the face of the company, and no one wants it anymore.
That's fair. That's a great point. That's an insanely good point.
Like, there are already people, and I'm one of them. I'm turning into one of those people. I was like, I don't actually see. But I was like 2-3 years ago. Like, Cody Rhodes is a phenomenal wrestler. Yes, I'm into it. Over the last year, I'm like, okay, I don't really need to see Cody anymore. And because I'm not a diehard Cody fan, I really appreciated the work that they had with the storylines in him.
Sure.
Now it's just too much. I just want something different. And I don't mind Gunther being the champion because we've already seen what we can get in Gunther versus Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah, that's fair. That's good.
And I'm
great point.
For it.
Yeah. And it just frees up Cody a lot of stuff, 100%. And like, you'll get, by giving everyone a break from Cody, you'll rejuvenate his cheers.
Yeah, you give him 2 months off.
When he comes back, the pop will be huge.
It will be, because no one will be expecting it.
Yeah. 100%. And we're not
Well,
saying
they'll be
he
expecting
has to
it, but they
go
won't be
part-time.
expecting it. Because
Yeah,
we'll be going, if you take him off for like 2 weeks, people will go, okay, he's coming back this week. But the more you go,
it's like,
give
oh,
him
is he
time
coming
off, it's
back?
like,
Is
is
he
he coming?
coming back?
No, no. And then you lose the interest slightly,
Yeah,
but
until
you
he
then
does.
still have, but then as soon as that music hits, you've got gold.
Yeah,
You've got
exactly.
everyone invested again. Whether you like it or don't like it, you have
Yeah,
everyone invested again.
I agree, dude. 100%. 100% do that. And if that's the case, and they want to have the Night of Champions or whatever with
Clash of Champions, yeah.
Clash of Champions,
No, it is
Night of Champions,
Night of Champions, whatever. Yeah, Night of Champions,
whatever.
whatever. Yeah,
And
whatever
that's
it
going to
is.
be in
The
Europe,
whole
and
thing.
you want to have Gunther Roman. I can't remember the last time you watched that match.
No, the reason I say that will happen is because it's in Riyadh. They still have it scheduled in for Riyadh, and you have the two powerhouses of Gunther and
Oh, well, either way,
Roman in Riyadh. They'll love
either
it.
way, we've seen Cody Roman. We have.
We saw Cody Gunther last year.
That's true. Actually, I did forget about that. Either way,
No, at Clash,
no.
at Clash of
Well,
Champions. But if
well,
you have
stop. Have we seen Gunther Roman? I don't think we have.
no, not
So
for a
that
take. Yeah,
there we go.
it's something new that you can
Yeah.
have them competing, and for the prestige of it.
Yeah, and then again, like you can have. I wouldn't even mind if Roman won there because you will have a run in from the Usos. So again, you'll have Gunther as a heel, bitching that he got cheated, which is just great. So
Yeah.
you do protect him. Roman will get cheered in Saudi Arabia because he's Roman Reigns. Makes sense. Do that. But
Yeah.
I swear to God, if we have to watch Roman versus Cody again,
I'm
gonna
bored.
lose my
I'm
mind.
done with it. No, I'm done with
I'm
it.
lose
I
my
don't, we
mind,
don't. We
especially if
we saw it, and
we
it's
saw
done.
We saw it at WrestleMania when he lost. We saw it at WrestleMania when he won. I'm done. No.
The story is finished between them two.
Yeah. Cody's story is finished. This is why he needs a break. So we can actually get a new story from him,
Yes.
It's like he's not George R.R. Martin. We want wins a winter, my dude. Another story, bruv. We're not gonna reread the same shit.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
But
well, speaking of moving on,
I do, yeah, and I have to point this out, and I don't understand this. To start, why the fuck is Roman not showing up with his championship? Why is he always being handed it, and why is it always with the production or with Adam Pearce or what? I don't need what. He's a champion. He should be traveling with that belt day in, day out. Why does he not have it? Why does he always have to ask? The last 2 weeks, why has he asked for it when he showed up at the show?
I don't know. Also, like if he's gonna leave it behind, right? And
irresponsible champion.
First of all, that's irresponsible. But then also, don't be rude to the dude who's actually carrying it for you. What did he do? He's doing his job.
It's Mike. It pissed me off already. Like it literally from the start. That little thing pissed me off.
I shook my head when I was like, again? Okay. So I guess that's just his new thing. He doesn't carry stuff. He's like Iron Man. I don't like except opposite. I don't like to be handed things. Roman likes to be handed things, apparently.
Yeah.
Hand him another title opportunity when he doesn't deserve it. Hand him his actual title. Cool. I agree. It's annoying. It's annoying as hell. It doesn't make sense. As champion, you should be carrying your own championship, right?
Yes.
How many stories have we heard of like a champion leaving their title like in their hotel room or their car and it gets stolen? You know what I mean? Like, unless he tells me that story, it's like, no, I'm actually protecting it from you scumbags. But he's kind of a face now, so he won't do that.
If he's not, does he not have it because he doesn't want Jacob to assault him and steal it or something? I have no idea what anymore.
Well, that doesn't make sense either because he always gets assaulted in the ring when he has it.
Well, a case in point was literally, I need to go out and make Jacob acknowledge me. And then Jacob's music hits and Roman's like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. Why is Jacob's music on?
Yeah, it's like, did he not expect him to be there? To acknowledge him? I don't understand.
Obviously, Jacob's out in his ring, and the Usos come out because obviously it's still. You need to be careful, Jacob. You should have acknowledged Jay with a chair and whatever. It was a weird segment for me.
Yeah, the beatdown was again. It was just to make Jacob look incredibly strong, which he did.
It
was also boring.
It also pissed me off when Roman's getting his ass kicked, Jimmy and Jay, the music hits and they're running and whatever. It took a hot minute for his music to hit. And then he saunters down the aisle like, oh, just because you're the tribal chief doesn't mean you can do that shit. If that's your family and you say that, they're not working for you, we're equals now, I want you to be there with me, then fucking run in and save them. Don't saunter down the aisle like you're on a catwalk and you're modeling.
I mean, It is Roman Reigns, so I'm not surprised at that. And again, I honestly, as far as I'm concerned, Jimmy and Jay are just like abused housewives. They must not see it. Stockholm syndrome at this stage.
Oh Jesus,
Because
it's
that's what it genuinely comes down to. Because, like you said, Roman didn't go help, really.
no. He just walked there. Yes, Jacob's going to stop because he wants to see what Roman's doing, but he could have beat the living daylights out of Jimmy and Jay for like another 5 minutes before Roman even got, and that's not even a WrestleMania
I
round.
kind of
That's
wish
a
they did.
normal round.
I kind of wish he did. I kind of wish Jacob did beat the shit out of them for a little, so just to maybe beat some sense into them that Roman doesn't care about you. Don't
Oh,
like, what more do you want?
and then
It's
obviously
beyond
got
me.
in, they got the upper hand, and they tied Jacob in, and this is how we get tribal combat. Fine.
Fine.
You know, because it was like, oh yeah, you can do what you want. He walks out the ring, says to Pierce, "Oh, do what you want, fire his ass, I don't care." And then he's like, "No, no, no, tribal combat or whatever." And then
He did the Jeff Hardy spot, which was
yeah,
which was great. Roman, a ladder match. If he when he did that, I was like, if he calls for a ladder match, I'm gonna lose my mind. It was like tribal combat. I'm like, oh, I was so close. I said he'd call a Punjabi prison match a couple of weeks ago, which would have
yeah.
been
So now we
which
do
would have
get
been
that.
more
We do get
entertaining because that's also just
similar.
a not DQ match, but in like a lot of
Oh,
cages.
but at least we know it's going to be a clash in Italy, so that at least we don't have to wonder. It's
Uh,
not going to be Saturday night's main event. I'm fine with that. It's
I
cool. But again,
honestly,
you stack clash in Italy with both the men's titles matches.
I wouldn't be surprised if they changed it to combat in Italy, just because of how much they dick ride Roman Reigns in this company. Honestly,
Oh, fair
that's
enough.
fucking crazy to me. But speaking of street fights, we got another one with Finn Balor
Again, I just.
with no hammer. Again,
But again, it's three.
I don't care
He
either.
beat JD. You don't need it, and then JD won last week. This actually shows where I can understand your gripe with Michael Cole because he goes, "Oh, this is a dead rubber. They've won one each." That's not a dead rubber. A dead rubber is when you've absolutely annihilated in the series.
It's little mistakes like that, man. That's
It's
what I'm
like
saying.
no, it's not a dead
Like,
rubber. It's actually to determine who is the winner.
yeah, exactly.
It's a best of series if that's what you're gonna
Yeah,
go
it's
with.
the rubber match, not a dead rubber match. There is a
Exactly. Like
difference.
it's pointless. I was like,
Oh
okay,
man.
this guy did not know what he was talking about.
No, he makes a lot of the stuff up on the fly, dude, and he's not good at it. That's the problem.
And that's why I was like, okay, no, that's just absolute bullshit.
Absolute
Because
bullshit.
everyone knows a dead rubber means there's nothing to fight
Yeah,
for.
that's why it's called a dead rubber. Emphasis
So
on the dead part. Like, there's nothing to be had here. So, anyway, yeah, Michael Cole. Still, I mean, look, Michael Cole also got on my nerves during the Ethan Page match, Ethan Page segment, which was saved by Ethan Page.
so Ethan Page is out again. That proved how much gold he's worth.
I think what annoys me a lot of stuff annoys me about Michael Cole, but just the fact that he reminds me so much of like a Jeff Probst in Survivor, right? Where he thinks he's so integral to everything that he kind of makes a lot of the segments that he's involved in about him. Like
Yeah,
he tried to do that whole like, oh, I've been doing this for like, shut up, Michael Cole, do your job, right? That's where JR was so much better than you. Like he would
but
be
that's why I
insulted.
loved Ethan Page because he was like, no, no,
No,
I've seen you do your job,
which I did
but you
love,
don't ask the right questions.
but
Ask me this.
but Michael Cole, his acting is so bad.
Oh
It's
yeah, yeah.
so genuinely
He's
trash.
He's been there for 30 years or what, 40 years now. He should know.
You should know. Just anyway. We'll
But
get to that a little bit.
but I
But I
don't.
mean,
But I was not
listen.
interested. If I'm honest with you, it wasn't a bad match, but I
I
wasn't
was I
interested.
was gonna say I did enjoy the street fight itself because this had some pace to it.
Yeah, this
this
had
went
something
bell
to
to
it,
bell.
but I was not interested
No,
because
because I didn't
I've
care.
seen Finn versus JD like 2 weeks in a row. I didn't need this,
No,
and it was
and again,
just
like
it just happened to me. It just felt like it just happened. It wasn't like,
it
oh,
did.
they're gonna have. It was just like, oh, here comes Finn, and it's a street fight. And I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, they've done that already. They did that at WrestleMania. Like they announced the night before it was going to be a street fight. We didn't know it was going to be a street fight going into it.
No,
You know, and
which
like
also wasn't a
and
street fight.
again, these are all just non DQ matches, which is crazy. You know, um, I mean Finn won, so hopefully, by
That's it.
God, it's done.
Yeah, hopefully.
But this
it's
is
done.
what we said after he beat JD on Raw a few weeks ago, and then it wasn't done, and then he faced JD again and he lost because of Dom. And okay, it's still not done. Now you beat JD again. Is it done? Are we done with this? What?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm over it. I was over it. And there hasn't even been anything with him and Roxanne for a couple of weeks now. So I guess that's over
No,
with
not
now as well.
not since she cost him. Actually, not since she cost him in that match where she hit him with the hammer, which was against JD or whatever it
Yeah.
was, a couple of weeks ago,
So
or last week or
I
whatever it
guess we're
was.
not doing anything there either. So why are we running this all back over and over again? It's Finn Balor. You can do a lot of things with him in the Intercontinental title scene. Now that he's beaten,
JD.
Dom and JD and stuff, can we push him into something? I'm not saying give him a world title shot because I don't need him to lose another one.
No.
Like not at
But
this stage.
throw
Not
him
at this
into the
stage.
Intercontinental
Yeah,
title
give him some
picture,
matches
like
against
you say.
Javon. That'd be dope. Let's see that.
Put him against Penta. I
Against Ethan Page, against Rusev. God, there are
anyone,
so
any one
many.
of the guys in that segment or in that
Any single
situation
one
is
of them. It
fine.
would be absolutely great. But yeah, it's just like thank God this hopefully is done now. Then yeah, again, this Raw was a bit mid as well because
Yeah,
again,
it
a lot
wasn't.
of stuff was just a little bit bland. I mean, we got more stuff with Seth and the Vision, and then Seth got beat up by Austin Theory in the main event because Austin Theory is now the guy who, when Logan Paul says he wants to fight someone, no, Austin Theory is going to fight him, and then he inevitably loses because of he's like the Alexa Bliss with Shalexa. He's the
Yeah,
weak one in this duo, right? Fair.
whatever.
This one's fair. I'll give him that,
Yeah,
right?
but
Um,
again, it wasn't. I think they had for the what they pushed Seth to be. Austin Theory was on top way too long.
oh, way too long, way
And
too long.
considering that Seth hasn't wrestled a match for however long it was on
He
Raw,
said like 9 months or something stupid like
yeah,
that. Long
and he
time.
hasn't wrestled since,
Yeah, 9 months. Yeah.
and he hasn't wrestled since what WrestleMania or whatever it was. They made Austin Theory look like he was fucking dominant.
Yeah, which I mean,
I can understand, but at the same time, I wasn't.
yeah, not before your big match with Braun Breaker. Especially considering we know at this stage after the match you're going to get beaten down by all three of them.
Yeah, so I mean, he
Right?
had the match at he had the match at Backlash, but still, it
Yeah, it's again like Austin Theory didn't even look strong here. This should have been like, yeah,
Seth dominating
yeah,
him. This
he.
you
Well,
should have had,
Austin can dominate for like the first 5 minutes, sure, because he's
but
got
then you
Logan
need
Paul on the
Seth on
outside, but
top.
then Seth needs to like go on top, win definitively, and then get the beat down. Then
Mm.
you have the really weird segment with the Street Profits and Kathy Kelly, where it's like they were saying we want the smoke, and then there was like a I don't know if it was my feed or something, but a massive pause, and then Montez started yelling at Dawkins about getting involved too much.
Yeah,
Like
because he obviously
there was a
saw.
missing
Yeah, because he
segment
obviously
there.
saw Seth Rollins getting ready to go out, and that's what it's like. Oh no, you go.
Yeah,
I
why are you doing
you
this?
don't. Well, you don't need
Don't
to
get
get involved.
distracted.
He already, like all this crap, and you just like whatever. And then Dawkins comes out to help
Seth
Seth.
for reasons, even though the last
What I
3 weeks
did
have been telling us no.
but what I did like was I don't know where they go, what they're doing with it. I like that Dawkins, went against what Tez said and was like, okay, cool, whatever. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna help. What I did like was you had the counter of that. You just didn't have Montez running out. You had Montez coming out. The camera pans to him, and he's like, oh,
Yeah,
sakes.
yeah, and he
Like,
yelled at him. He yelled at him bad. Like, this is what I told you. Don't do that.
yeah, but it's the small things like that where he's
Yeah.
running out and he's going, oh, for fuck's sakes. Like, I almost have to save your ass again.
And he did. And then he saved his ass from getting absolutely annihilated by Braun Breaker. That spear was crazy. I mean, Montez, bro, it sold the shit out of that. That was
Oh,
great.
yeah, no. But again,
and he pushed Dawkins out the way. So I mean, I'm so much more interested in that little story, but not because of the fact that they're involving themselves with the Vision.
Yeah, just because it's internal conflict.
Yeah, it's Montez and Dawkins, and we haven't seen them for so long, and everybody has been
It's just
pushing
one.
for Montez to go solo for a long time. I still don't think they'll do it, but this little internal conflict
could work.
Could work.
Could push it there.
Yeah.
So I mean, it did for me. It did work. But you've been pushing Joe Hendry in this whole thing. The crowd is chanting,
yeah, they saw,
"Can we fire Logan Paul?" Whatever. But Joe Hendry is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, it didn't make sense to me that either.
So what are you doing with Joe Hendry?
I don't know. I
Because it wasn't like he got his ass whipped that he couldn't come out and he had to recover for a week.
No, he just wasn't there. Just didn't show up, which was weird.
So
I
made no
don't
sense.
know. I genuinely
that made no sense. to me for
This
that.
this
So
whole Vision, Street Profits, Seth Rollins, Joe Hendry thing is kind of all over the place right now.
yeah, it's not finding.
It's not cohesive enough for me to really care about any of it. I'm very much over Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker.
Yeah, I'm done
You
with
know,
it now. Like I said to you, it just needed to stop
yeah,
at. We said it needed to stop at Backlash. Breaker won. That's what we wanted. Done.
that's it.
Don't need any more. And now it's weird. It's like turning into this. It feels like it's like not a redemption arc, but it feels like this whole thing of Seth knows that he's alone, so he really needs to try and be better to get people on his side.
Which I don't need that because I feel like they've done that with Seth a few times already in his career. You know,
Yeah,
like
and
it's
it's
always
just
like, oh, he's the Monday Night Messiah. He gets a bit of power. He goes crazy with power, and then he apologizes for it, and then just does it again later on. Again, can we change it up for Seth Rollins a little bit? You know,
yeah, he's like one of the best work. He's one of the best workers in the company.
Yeah,
In the ring,
let him
he's
work.
he works and his storytelling outside of the ring is great. He's good on the
Exactly.
mic. He can get any storyline to work, but this is not working.
No, it's because everyone's over it. Like we've seen it for too long. It's just been
Yeah,
going on for far too long. Like they because of the injuries of Braun Breaker and Seth, it did halt everything quite a bit. But as soon as they got to Mania and Backlash, you could have put a bullet in this and called it a day and
yeah,
left them both on. You know,
yeah. They're done.
because you're gonna do now by dragging this on is you're gonna make Braun Breaker look dumber and dumber just continuously because why haven't you put this there's three of you, there's one Seth Rollins, put him down. I don't get it, you know. And
Send
with
him packing. Make him want to go to SmackDown or
exactly, if you
something.
do
Just
terrorize it, do something. But the longer you let it linger, well, okay, apparently he's not the leader of the Vision. Apparently Paul Heyman is still calling all the shots, and Braun Breaker is just a follower. And the longer you do this with Seth, and you're not giving him anything new, everyone's like, well, okay, well now we know he's going to win.
yeah,
So they just need to they need to put it to bed really more than anything else. I think that's
absolutely.
where
Yeah,
this goes. Um, what I did like after that coming through was Sol Ruka calling out Big Time Bex. That was
yeah.
great. Love that. That was really really good.
I love that. Obviously, Becky was like, "Oh, you're just a nobody or whatever. You're just crap." And Soul's like, "Yeah, okay, cool. You know what
Yeah,
I am." And then she goes to the ring and she calls her out there, and she's like,
yeah.
"You
I
want?
love
I'm not
that.
doing this in her back. I'm doing
Oh,
this here.
in the ring, come. You think
Come,
you're better than
let's
me?
do it."
Prove it. Let's go. I love that. Love
And
that.
then
Thought that was
she
great.
also, where she was like, "Okay, come, let's do it. Let's fight, whatever." And it's Soul Ruka versus Becky. It's like, "Oh, for the title." And Becky's like, "No, no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. I call the shots." And it really made Becky look like a coward.
Yeah, very much so. No, which is tough to do. Like Becky has to do a lot of the heavy lifting in these segments, like a
Yeah,
lot.
I think
And Sol
Soul
Ruka
still
actually did so well here. It was crazy.
she did, but she does need a bit more fine tuning on working on the mic, I think.
Oh, definitely. But I mean, that'll come with time.
But yeah, that will come in time. But at the same time, Becky Lynch versus Soul Ruka in a proper match is something I'd like to see.
Oh, I'd love to see that. I think that'd be absolutely great.
So again, we're getting it at Saturday Night's main event or whatever it is. But whether it's for a title or not, I don't.
See, I don't think it will be for a title, but I do think Sol beats her for
And then
sure.
it's like, okay, cool, I beat you. Now it's my chance for that title. Like
Yeah,
I earned my shot, type thing.
sure.
Yeah.
One thing we didn't get was, I mean, and I did love was Becky just calling out all the people she beat, like Maxine and Natalie, Natty and stuff.
Oh, mid card Maxi or
Mid card
mediocre
Maxine.
Maxine and Looney Lyra and all that
Yeah,
crap.
yeah. I was like, oh, I can't believe this is the one time where you could actually have them all come out at that stage. Be like, oh, hold up, you know, and they didn't do it. Like, where is my boy Kevin Owens? Be like, that's not how it works. When someone calls your name, then you come out. It's not the other way around. You can't just come out and no one says your name. You know what I mean?
No, but it was yeah. Otherwise, good segment for what it was.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I honestly, Sol Ruka did incredibly well here. Needs a little bit of refinement on the mic, but she really, really did super duper well. And I mean, Becky's Becky.
But you know what I liked
God.
about it? She baited her.
Yeah, like
She
hard.
baited Becky.
Yeah, she literally rage baited her. That was great.
And then, oh yeah, I love the whole thing. It wasn't me saying it, whatever. And she's like,
yeah,
here we go again.
Well, I mean, Becky could give her own nickname. That's Rage Bait Ruka. I like that. There you go.
That could work.
That could work. So yeah, I thought overall that was a great segment. That was a really, really good segment. Then we had another trios tornado match.
Again, it's not that I'm not. It was a good match.
Yeah, it was a good
Oh,
match.
there was
It
some really
it
interesting
was
spots, and it was
six really
fun.
good wrestlers. Yeah.
It was fun, but again, it's more because it's more with what's going on in AAA
Yeah. I
that it
mean,
feels like anyone following would be more excited by it. I'm not saying that I'm not excited, but again, it was a good match, and it just for people who are only watching WWE just felt like
yeah.
a match
Well,
again
another
between
match with these three. Yeah, exactly. Well, these six, because that's
yeah.
kind of what it was.
I will say the one thing I had great in that was when was it Michael Cole, and he's like, oh, that's three Germans or whatever it is. It's like, no, it's not three Germans, it's six Mexicans. It's like, oh my god, how I felt I won't lie, I laughed at the
I did
stupidity. I was
laugh.
like,
I had to be
I was
honest. I
like,
laughed at that. I
that
was
is
like, ah, that
something
was
that
pretty
you would
funny.
say.
That's
I thought
exactly
that is
something I would
something that
say.
you would say, and I was like, oh my god, that was
So
worse than
I
what
was quite
you
mad at it
do.
at first. I was like, nah, that was hilarious. That was good. That was really good.
I did giggle at that, and I was just like, okay, that's literally playing into the stereotype, but it was funny. I did find that funny.
Yeah, I mean,
But
like you said, some of the spots were really good. The original German suplex where you had um I can't remember Rio on his back, Ryo on his back, and Bravo like in the thing, and he German them both. That was great. I mean,
yeah, and then you had obviously you had the was it
the
the superplex into the splash to
oh
the headbutt
yeah,
or whatever it was. Oh no, it was the superplex into the moonsault
yeah, that was
into the
great.
headbutt. So
That
it
was good.
worked. Again,
Yeah, and
they
then like
actually all have really good chemistry together. But again,
it's trading water. That's all it is. It's
and it
trading water.
feels
Yeah.
like if you saw that match and it was someone like Julius Creed and Brutus Creed and Chad Gable against people like Ludwig and Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne,
You wouldn't get that
you,
reaction.
you wouldn't get that reaction. But it wouldn't go out of place, you know.
No,
Plus,
sure. It'd be like all people would be saying is like, oh, that was a really good match on Raw. Whereas now saying that was a match on Raw, but I'm not excited for this match. I want to see the Mask versus Mask one.
still more interested in what's going
Yeah,
on. The payoff, still more interested in what the payoff is, but they're keeping it relevant.
exactly. Yeah, but also again, like I mean, you can only run this same
So
match
many
over and
times.
over, and they keep doing it. What you need now is to actually give everyone a bit more context as to like the again, this could just be a video promo or like a sit down interview between the two originals.
Yeah.
You know, um, or all six of it again. Just like do something a bit different with it now, because there's only a couple of weeks until Night of Las
I mean,
Noches
they
de
all, yeah.
Campeones. So
And they all do, you know what? They all do have traits that I've seen before. I mean, Julio and Bruto do very much remind me of Julius and Brutus Creed.
yeah, very much so. Like the
They're very much
same sort of style. From what I understand, they have the same wrestling background, but obviously, it's just crazy how they separated from two different countries. You know, it's like
it's
they could have grown
amazing.
up in the same place. You know?
It's like they could have done that.
Ryo and Bravo, very much like a Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. The
Very,
similarities
yeah,
are there, man.
yeah,
It's
man. Like they work so well together. It's like they've been
so
wrestling for years.
for years. Yeah, it's they like their luchador style is so similar to the British strong style. It's scary.
It's ridiculous, man. I never knew there were so many similarities.
We digress.
I mean, you get to, and again,
Then we had the best. Oh, sorry, we had the best moment of the night happen after that. We had Michael Cole, my favorite person, talking about Whataburger and the mascot and how excited he was to see that. I love that we get these on our TV. Cool. Whataburger is apparently a thing.
whatever burger.
Whatever burger. I like that.
I don't really give a shit,
I
honestly.
love it. No, to be real, then we got like easily one of the best segments of the night, and that was the Ethan Page Michael Cole sit down. Not because Michael Cole's any good, but because Ethan Page is brilliant.
Oh yeah, no, Ethan Page really knows. Again, he just knows how to get it done, but rub you up the wrong way at the
Yeah.
same time, which is why he's so good. Oh, I understand you're going to name it the Ethan Page Championship. Great. I'd love to see him win the Intercontinental Championship just to go, this is no longer the Intercontinental Championship. This is the Ethan Page Championship. And put like pictures of his face all over
everywhere.
The strap.
Dude,
all over the
strap.
Like instead of it just being white or whatever or black, just have his face like, all over the strap.
If you have the title, right? Like have the face. Actually, let me grab a title. Hold up. This 24/7 one could be like
the
right?
demo.
So you go like that. You got the side face. There you go.
Yeah,
His
the finger
face with the
pointing and
finger
his
points.
face in the middle.
That'd be great.
I would love that.
So-
I think that's so much shithousery.
I would love that. That'd be dope. And on the other plate could be the Canadian flag. You know, because it's the all ego Ethan Page Canadian Championship. That'd be awesome.
It's not like we haven't had it before. The Fiend had his face all over it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, do
So
that.
why not just
Make
have
it.
Ethan Page's face on that?
Nah,
I'm all for it.
I'm all
Honestly,
for it. I'm all
for that.
I love Penta to death, but I want an Ethan Page one here so badly.
You know what? Again, they may not have Penta win. I mean, they may not have Ethan Page win because obviously Penta is such a fan favorite and the momentum, and there's so much more working around it with Rusev and Giovanni. But because you're integrating them all in the same storyline, having Ethan Page win actually works better for someone like Javon Evans.
Sure, because they got the history there, but he's also got that history with Rusev.
Exactly,
you know?
And
because now Rusev can call him a favor. Be like, hey, listen, I thought we were friends. Isn't that what you've been trying to do for the past few weeks?
You won the title. I want my title shot.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm calling it. I'm calling my shit now.
That's it. And then Pence would be like, no. Hold up. It's still, I lost. I get a rematch. And again, it's so good. The Intercontinental title scene is the best scene in Raw right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. I think it's actually the best scene on WWE, to be fair.
By far, by absolute miles. It's so good. I mean, a lot of it comes down to just Ethan Page just being the biggest slime ball on the planet.
Absolute cinema.
It's good. I really loved it. Not even Michael Cole's terrible acting could ruin this for me.
No. I mean, the whole thing, the worst thing that actually on that point was Michael Cole, oh, your ego is what will cost you. No. It's his moniker. It's not going to cost him.
I was like, bro, like, that's also so dumb. Be like, he's called all ego Ethan Page.
It doesn't matter. His ego is what he thrives off of. It's not going to cost him. It's actually what will get him the edge.
It's like his spinach to Popeye. It's like anger to the Hulk.
It's there.
That's what I'm saying.
Literally,
this is why,
what it describes.
This is why I don't understand Michael Cole. Like, does he actually, as a journalist, write down some shit? Because he's like, he's called all ego Ethan Page. Oh, you know, it's clever. Your ego is gonna get you. Like, no, dude, watch the product. You know?
And Page is so condescending, but he's so good at it.
Oh yeah, it's great because it's just that comes off so holier than thou and like so like, you know, like just on his
it's not even like subtle. That's the thing.
No,
it's not
that's
subtle.
it.
It's just in your face, and I absolutely love it, man.
Handing him the questions was hilarious. It's like, no, that's what you also. I'm like, nice.
This is what you need to do.
Because he knows Michael Cole's a shitty journalist. He's like, nah, I did your job for you.
You've got the look, you've got the record, you've got the resume, you've got the jawline. Yeah, I've got the and then he's just like, yeah.
Nah, like
it was cool. It was great.
Ethan
Page made it work.
It was so good because of him. Like, no notes on Ethan Page, honestly. And look, if you make Michael Cole look worse, I'm down with that. I'm not. We all know my thoughts on this man. Speaking of Page, I like how I'm just saying into stuff with this. Speaking of Page, Brie and Page won with the roll up of death.
But again, it's like we just literally discussed.
The roll up of doom.
It's just crap.
Yeah, I didn't care for it. It was.
And if I'm honest with you, first of all, don't care if either of them won, but you're not going to have Paige and Brie lose. You kind of know what's coming.
On a roll before Saturday night's main event.
Especially. 2 things. It was one. Okay, not 2 things, but one. It wasn't a phenomenal match. It was just quite. It was. I barely remember anything. It was actually quite boring.
From our notes here, I wrote down roll up of death.
Yeah,
because Brie won with a roll up on Raquel. I was like, okay, I haven't seen a roll up of death in a while. The roll up of doom.
The 2 things that actually helped save it. One was Jessica Carr being Jessica Carr.
Getting rid of Liv was great.
I saw you do that. Nope, you're gone. Okay, great. I love that. Jessica Carr being Jessica Carr, just literally pissing people off in a way. Like,
yeah, that's great.
That was great. Like, that's it.
I did like that.
And I wouldn't say saved it, but what I was like, why was Bailey and Lyra coming out? I know they want to be relevant in the tag team scene, but you come out to protect Paige and Brie. Is that because you obviously then want a title match with Paige and Brie?
I suppose with history being what it is, they have gotten a lot of their title shots because they're homies with the people that they've helped. even
Yeah,
like with when they were fighting out like the IC title, the women's IC title, Lyra got her shot because she messed up Bailey's tag team title. They for the two of
yeah,
them,
yeah,
a lot of their title matches come from, well, we're friends, so like there's a respect in there. I want to face you for it.
yeah.
So I get it in that sense. I didn't understand when they ran down at first.
No,
I was
I
like,
was like, I
oh,
thought, like, what is
interesting.
this? That's why I was
Yeah.
like, what is it? It's like I can understand that.
But they are good, they are baby faces, so I do
I,
get it.
if I'm honest with you, because they don't know what's going anywhere, I want the Irresistible Forces to win at Saturday Night's main event, take the title back, and make it relevant to a tag, like a pair
Actual
that
tag
made it
team.
work.
Yeah. And they were good. They were so good as the,
And
the tag
again,
champs.
I'm not saying that it has to, but if they don't win it, I want Lash out, and
Have
I
to burn
want
out.
Lash going for Rhea, and there you can have someone going for it. I want Lash out of that, and I want Lash going for the title,
I agree.
inserting herself in that women's division, in that
100%.
women's championship division, whatever, the heavyweight championship, or the women's world title. I don't want then her to be pigeonholed and stuck with Nia Jax for another year.
No, you can't do that. No, she's too
I
good. She's
don't.
too charismatic. Their face off was great. Like it was awesome.
And that's what you need. Like that, I'm very much interested in that. But if they don't win it and then help to elevate that women's tag team and just keep it relevant, because I actually
Do
like
that.
them
Yeah,
as
as
a
a
tag.
tag
I
team,
like
sure.
them as a tag team, and I think they can. They carried it for a while, and they did great with it.
Yeah,
They could do it again because literally they're going nowhere with Paige and Brie. But if you're not going to have them win a Saturday Night's main event, like I say, you need to separate Lash from Nia
yeah,
and just
ASAP.
throw her at Rhea.
I agree. I agree, dude. 100%. 100%. That
Like
would
I
be
say,
awesome. But yeah,
don't. It doesn't matter.
Lyra and Bailey coming out. I guess that means that they're gonna be next in line for a title shot if there's a Small Forces don't win. Maybe that's
Yep.
what they were alluding to. He's like, oh well, we helped you out the other day, so we're gonna face the Judgment Day like next week after Saturday Night's main event, and whoever wins that gets the
Gets
next
the
title
yeah.
shot. I could see that happening. Then we had a massive surprise though.
Okay, I am so conflicted with this.
I would. I
I
kind of
hated
want you.
it.
I kind of. Yeah. Okay.
I
Cool. I'm
hated
glad you
it.
went first. I hated it too.
I
Fucking
hated
hated
it.
it.
I'm so
I didn't want to be the
and I
hater
was
on this.
yeah, no,
Hated
I
it.
hated it
Hated it.
because I'm not. It pissed me off actually.
It pissed
Like
me off, dude. I was
I
ready.
was like,
I paused Raw and I was like, I got up and I got myself like a sandwich or something. I can't even remember what the fuck I did, but I
I
left my
don't,
screen. Is what I did.
I don't. First of all, we saw it at WrestleMania. He put Oba on. We were told before that the only way Brock retires is when he loses, not if, when he
Yeah.
loses. He lost. He retired. Done. He did the bootsy. He did the gloves. He did what you
He did
do.
the X.
He did the X. I'm done. Awesome. The only reason, and this is probably a TKO thing, the only reason he is there is because they threatened to sue him for a breach of contract of some sort, and they've gone, just do this, and we'll let you out and let you retire.
Yeah. SummerSlam's in your
The only
hometown.
way that I can see
Yeah.
this, the only way that I can see this is why he's back, because this is
Man.
because even Paul Heyman was like, no, Brock Lesnar is retired. But if he's retired,
Why is he
why is he
back?
coming back?
It doesn't make sense, dude. That's why I hated it. I
And
was
it
like, what the
pissed me
fuck?
off. It angered me so much because I don't think you've done anything to hinder Obafemi, but you have massively made this piss poor at the same time.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I know exactly
It's
what you mean
I can't
because
even
well, what it
find the
does,
words to explain how angry it made me.
it made me so angry because immediately what I felt afterwards was what we saw at WrestleMania is so degraded at this point now
Yeah,
because we just saw
you've said
an absolute
what you've said is you've said WrestleMania didn't exist.
yeah. What I did, that whole emotional thing where we were watching it live and we're like, is he? Oh shit, is he retired? Is he? Is this it? Is this the thing
You've
that he's
taken the
doing?
shock factor out of what
It's
happened at
gone.
WrestleMania and you've thrown it in the toilet.
In the toilet, gone. And like took that win from Oba and it's gone. It's completely flushed away. Am I mad I'm gonna see Oba and Brock again? Not at all.
No, but it
Am I
can't.
mad about how this is happening? Like
Yes,
you can't just have a build up and have it go like Oba wins, then it's like Clash and Italy, Oba wins again, and then it's okay, hometown, in SummerSlam over Brock. If Brock loses, then
If
he's
Brock,
retired, and you do it. He goes 3-0 over Brock, dude. I got goosebumps just pitching that stupid idea.
yeah, if Brock doesn't lose all of the matches against Oba, it's a disservice.
But now I don't think he does now, because
But you
why
can't
would
have
you?
him
But why
win
would you
and
bring
clash
him
in
back?
Italy.
Why would you bring him back for this to not face against Oba at SummerSlam? You could have built to this. You could have built to a lot of things. Because again, SummerSlam's going to be in Brock's hometown.
Yep. So a better thing would have been, right, to not negate just what happened at SummerSlam. I mean, at WrestleMania, sorry, is if you just carried on with this over open challenge and maybe you had people come up from NXT or whatever it is. And then you get to a point where it's like Obafemi's going to Adam Pearce and going, I don't have an opponent for SummerSlam.
Yeah, beat everybody. Yeah.
And I know we've had that shtick before, but I'd have been fine with him going, I don't have an opponent for SummerSlam. And he's like, someone come. And then you had Brock come out and be like, this is my hometown. SummerSlam is my hometown.
Yeah.
I owe you. You beat me at WrestleMania. I know I retired one more time, but I owe you. And then he loses loses to Oba, and it's definitive that Oba is the guy.
Yeah. But now the surprise out of nowhere attack from behind Brock then, I hated it.
I hated it, dude. I hated it completely. It was the worst thing to happen. Some people are going to go, oh, it's great, we got Brock back. No. For the storytelling bad. And for Obafemi's progression, you've literally caused a huge problem.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. I hated every second of it. I really did.
And you had Oba eat 4 F5s?
You gotta sort of give Brock something back before their match, but I don't understand. Again, I don't understand what the thought process is. If you're right, and this is the TKO thing, then why are we still even watching this shit? You know what I mean?
My thinking is that, again, we everyone's going, ticket sales are down, everything. I'm assuming Clash in Italy actually sold out, but they didn't know what was coming. Sure. Right? Because we've only really just been told we get it in the last 2 weeks what we're getting at Clash in Italy. And Clash in Italy is 2 weeks away, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Sometimes it takes nearer to the time to know what you're getting. But I feel like there may be that they haven't actually sold it out. But now that you're getting, people know they could get Brock and Oba at Clash in Italy, everyone watching in Europe or everyone watching in Italy is going to go, oh shit, I need to go now because I need to see this.
And I mean, probably actually, that makes a lot of sense, because you would only do this from a business perspective. No one was asking for a rematch.
No.
I wasn't asking for a rematch. I didn't want to see Brock. It was a perfect match. Like,
it was the perfect match, and it was the perfect ending for what we needed, even though it was like, because there was no real talk of Brock's going to retire. When you said, I think he's going to do this, and he did it, and there was the shock factor.
And I was half joking. I'm like, oh, I think he's going to take his gloves off. And he did. I was like, oh, fuck. That was shit. That was a genuine oh shit moment. You don't get a lot of those in WWE anymore.
No. And it's literally negated everything they did at WrestleMania. You've pissed off an entire maybe not an entire one.
At least half.
The logic. No, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say it that way. I was going to say something I don't want it to sound that way. But
I think you pissed off at least half the fan base here.
You have pissed off half the fan base.
Because again, there'll be literally two sides to this coin of people who love it and people like us who dislike it or hate it. I hate it.
I hated it
a lot.
Genuinely.
And I can see the fan side of it. And again, I'm not going to say no to another Oba Lesnar match. I won't. But I'd never, at no stage did I think to myself, you know what I'd really like to see is a rematch. Never.
Oh. They built the hype for it so brilliantly.
It was incredible. It was possibly the best build of the whole of Mania.
And it
was one of the best matches of all of Mania.
Yeah, and it was
a great send-off. You
did
everything perfect, and now you've ruined it.
That one piece of whatever happened building up, and like you say, getting to Mania was perfect.
It was magical. It was
10 out of 10.
Well done. Yeah.
10 out of 10.
No notes. And we have notes for everything.
They were not now. Again,
now I got notes. Now I got so much notes.
Now it's just I'm done with it.
because also I'd like, and I mean, we'll probably end off on this segment anyway. So the only thing you do now is you tread water and you do exactly what was happening for the Mania build again, because you can't do anything different right now.
No.
So you're gonna have Oba come out next week. Say, okay, Brock, you want to go? Let's fucking do it tonight. Brock's gonna not show up, or because dates and whatnot. Then there's gonna be another surprise attack until eventually they end up having a match. So you're gonna do the exact same thing you did with Mania, except instead of Oba getting a one-up on Brock every single time, because he's the bomb, you're gonna have Brock sneak attack him. So you're gonna make Brock look like a bit of a bitch.
Yeah.
In the build up to this. So I have notes on that. Like, number one note, don't do that at all.
Number one note is you should have left it.
That's number one note. Yeah.
You should have left it where it was. There was no need to go back to this.
No. It's not like after we watched the AJ Styles Undertaker WrestleMania graveyard match and be like, you know what I want is another one of those. No, it was great. It was perfect. Leave it alone.
No, done. It's the send-off is gone.
No notes. Stop. Oh, God, I hate it. Well, I'm glad we're on the same page because I wasn't too sure where you would stand on this.
Oh, God,
I'm glad we're aligned.
No, God. If I had gone, I thought it was great and I cannot wait for this, what would you have said?
I would be like, cool, this episode's over. We're going to chat privately. That's literally what I was saying.
Sorry. I'd rather not hop on about it because I'm actually getting viscerally angry internally.
But yeah, okay, well, then we'll close it off there. Because, I mean, look, Raw was mid-lane, and there was a huge bright spot with Ethan Page. That was the best. The worst spot of all time, which was Brock Lesnar and Overthemi, which who would have thought we'd be saying that? But again, SmackDown and Raw this past week wasn't great, but we got the lead up to Saturday night's main event. So I guess we'll see how that goes. We'll probably do a predictions one for it. Maybe, I'm not too sure. But we will be back on, you'll see us on Friday for our big AEW Double or Nothing recap and preview and predictions.
Prediction, everything going on there.
So it's gonna be that's gonna be. I mean, this one wasn't short, but that one's gonna be quite the episode, which I'm looking forward to because like AEW's been killing it lately.
They have. I'm more invested in that if I'm honest with you. I hate saying that. Actually, I don't hate saying that. I'm surprised I'm saying that.
I'm kind of surprised you're saying that, but I'm glad you are. I'm very excited about that.
But yeah. So I'd say that, you know what, we haven't done it. It's all based on what the podcast was supposed to be. We haven't done it. Like the big not dub was the whole Brock Over thing this week.
That was not a dub.
That was not a dub at all.
The big dub of the week was Ethan Page for sure.
Yes.
That was the
big dub of the week is Ethan Page, and the massive not dub.
Yeah. Just the big, all nasty not dub.
was the Brock Over thing.
Brock Over. And man, hated all of it. That was terrible.
Either way.
Bye.
I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. I will see you for our big AEW podcast. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
Appreciate it as always.
Appreciate you guys' support. Do all that stuff.
Obviously, check us out everywhere now. Mr. Rone has set us up. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. We're on Spotify.
That was a mission, but that's a separate conversation. Actually.
That's fine. But we're on it. We're on all the platforms we can get to at this point in time. So check us out on everything. BTF and Dubs. Like, follow, subscribe, share us around. We appreciate it.
We do. And Logo Bold.